Hello everyone and welcome back to iChimFlix. Welcome back to the day 5 of 60-day training on MS Word. In the previous video, we learned typing and text selection in MS Word. Along with it, we learned how we can cut copy paste, that is this section of the clipboard. Now, today, we'll learn what is font formatting. That is this area, the font area of the ribbon. Font formatting helps us make our text clear, attractive, and more professional. So let's quickly understand how to change font style, size, and color in MS Word. I guess your first question would be, what is font formatting actually? Well, it simply means changing the appearance of a text using different ways like the font style, the size, the way it is written, and a lot more. Using font formatting, we can highlight important words, make headings stand out, and improve the overall look of a document. To apply any font formatting, text must be selected first. So for you, I'll write a sentence and then we'll select the text. I hope you know how we do it. And if you don't, you can refer to our previous day videos in which we have shown how we can select a text with different methods. So I'll write one which will be welcome to iGym Clicks. And we'll select it by mouse. Let us start with font style. Font style means the design of the text, such as Arial, Calibri, Times New Roman, etc. This section here shows the different font styles available in the Word document through which we can design our text. You can change the font style from the font group. As I told earlier, this is the font group in the ribbon through which you can change the font style. If I click on the drop down, you will see the different font style available here. Let me zoom it out. So you can see that there are different options here, but I'm not able to show you since it will be blocked by the fonts. So I'll shift it here. With the help of space, I'm going to shift the word to the end of the line. Now I've clicked the drop down menu here in the font tab to this section, which shows the different font styles available. If I go to Algerian, I'll first select it. I believe I missed it out. Yeah, here I've selected the document. Here I've selected the line. Then I'll click on the drop down and you can see number of font style available here. And you can see that one by one, when I'm hovering over different font style, you can see the text changing live. Times New Roman, Agency FB, Algerian, etc. Generally, Calibri, Times New Roman, and Arial. I'll type it out for you. Arial. Arial. These are some official font style that I use for documentation. Since there are a lot of text styles here, font styles here, sorry, you can find yours by typing in the search bar here. For example, if I write Times New Roman, you can see that it is already pre-filled and you can press tab and the word will be in the designated or your desired font style. So now that you have understood what is font style and how we can change it, we'll move to the next thing, which is font size. Oh, see here when I'm hovering over the font style, a pop-up is here which shows the shortcut to access the font style, which is Control Shift and F. If you want to pick a new font, you can simply press Control Shift F and you can directly go to the Home tab and in the font section through which you can change it. So let's move ahead with font size. Font size control how big or small the text appears. The section next to the font style is the font size. Here you can see a number. The lower the number, the lower will be the size of the document or the text. The larger the number, the larger will be the size of the text. Generally, the headings are of 14 to 18 size, that is of this 14, 18 bracket. Whereas when we are typing any normal text, We often do 11 and 12. This is the standard size that is often used for official documentation. Whenever you're putting a heading, please try to choose it between the range of 14 to 18. And if you're writing a normal text, you can use 11 and 12 as your font size. You can increase or decrease your font size using the font size drop down menu like this. This arrow, this drop down will help you to choose your desired size. Or you can do so by increase and decrease font size buttons. The font buttons that you can see here next to the font size block, through which you can increase or decrease the size of your text. I'll again select the text here and will click on the buttons. This will increase the size of your text, and the other one next to it will decrease the font size. These are called the font buttons. I hope you have understood how we can optimize our text through the size buttons, the font size button, I mean. I hope you understood how we can optimize our text using the font size button and the font size drop down menu. Now we'll move forward with the next thing, which is font effects. That is bold, italics, underline. These are the most commonly used font effects. Bold here makes the text darker. I'll show you simultaneously. I've selected the text here, and if I click on bold, I select the text here, and if I click on bold, it will make my text look darker. The other way around to do it is by doing Control B. Instead of going to the Home tab, then to the font group, and then doing so, I can simply push Control B on the keyboard, and you will be able to make a font size darker. The other thing is italic. It slightly slants the text that you are selecting. For example, if I select I here, you can see the text are now a little slanting. If I go back, the text are normal. But if I go italics, if I go for the italics option, it will italicize your text in a slanting manner. It will be a little more stylish way to depict, to show your text. The other way around is through the shortcut key, that is Control I. Now the third thing is underline. As we all know that if we want to underline something, we use our pen and draw a straight line under the text. To do the same, we use this underline option in the Word document. This will underline the text. These are generally used when we want to highlight something or is used under a heading. There are different underlining options or designs which you can use as per your need. I hope you'll enjoy exploring it and will use as per your need. And similarly, like bold and italics, there's a shortcut key for underline as well. For that, you have to press Control and U. If you hover on each option here, you will be able to see the shortcut key for each. For example, for Control B, it's bold. Control I will give you italic form, and Control U will give you the underline under your text. Now, let's talk about font color, which is this. This is called the font color option. It emphasizes important text and improves readability. To change font color, you have to select the text, then click on the font color option and then choose whichever you want. I'll show you how it's done. For example, I've chosen one word, that is welcome. And I want to change it to yellow. Since I want to be it a little welcoming color, I'll use yellow color. So you can see that it has given a different color to my selected text as compared to the rest of the text that I haven't selected. This is how we can emphasize any part of the text that we want to demonstrate or we want to highlight. And you can change the color again as per your choice. For example, this time I'll put it red. We also have a text highlighting color, which is this option. Highlighting is useful when you want to mark important information, just like using a highlighter pen. You can think of it like whenever you're reading a book and you want to mark something very important, you use a highlighter pen which highlights the information that is very important. Similarly, you can do so here. For that as well, you have to first select the text. For example, I want to show that I am demonstrating from the end of or on the behalf of IHM. So I'll select IHM and then I'll highlight it with my desired color. There are different color options here. And I choose dark blue color. But as you can see that since I've selected dark blue color, the letter IHM is not very visible. So I'll customize it using the font color again. I've selected the text. Now I'll go to the font color option and will choose white. Now you'll be able to see how these two options have highlighted and have changed the look of the selected text. There are other options as well, and I'll show you in a small gist. Like if you want to give it a different flair, you can choose this option where you can show your text in different forms. And if I want to remove it, I will go to this option, which is useful for removing the formatting that we have done. For example, if I click over it, it will bring it back to the initial font that we had without any formatting that we did over it. It will remove the underline, bold, italics, everything, even the font color that we chose. Then the next thing here is this case option, this one. You can change the case of the sentence depending upon your need. For example, if I select this whole text and then go to this option, I can change to sentence text. Okay, it won't change because I guess I've already put it that way. Then the lowercase, in which it will put the whole sentence in the lowercase. The uppercase, all sentence will be in uppercase and it will capitalize each word. Each word will have its first word capitalized. The next thing is the toggle case, which is opposite of the capitalized one, which means that the first word of the first letter of every word will be in lowercase, and the rest of the characters or letters of that word will be in capital letters. So we end the session here. A small glimpse of today's session is that we learned what font formatting is, how to change font style and size, how to apply bold, italic, underline options, and how to use font color and highlight. And there are other things that I've also taught that you have seen, which you can practice yourself. In the practice task for you all, you have to type a short paragraph, then use bold for headings, change the font size, and apply one text color and highlight. In the next video, we will learn paragraph formatting. So guys, keep learning and improving with IHM Flex. If you like the videos, please do like, follow, and share with all your colleagues. See you in the next session.